Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Let's Keep It Real, guys. I just got on here, so I'm going to try to give it a little bit more time. I just found this amazing little clip on TikTok that sums up everything that I've been trying to explain and express as far as this spiritual dynamics, as you know, as it relates to us as the Black woman. Y'all, guys, this guy on TikTok, he summed it up. He summed it up. And oh my God, it was just amazing. I'm like, I got to share this with y'all. So I'm going to go back and hit this little thing again to give a few more people a chance to get in so I can share with you all about the Black woman and how this guy from TikTok, how he so eloquently put it. And I just had to share this with y'all because remember, I keep saying I am so sick and tired of seeing Black women going against each other and the back and forth and the cattiness and the hatred against each other. Because like I said, you are a goddesses, ladies. You're goddesses. And it is time for you to wake up and stop with this cattiness and stop letting these men play you against each other, because he's not the one that is supposed to be served. It is you. Okay. And once you wake up and realize that, you'll be like, hold up, I've been giving my power away all this time to some fool. I'm going to give it 30 more seconds. I'm getting back on. Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up, Indigo Soldier? Yeah, I have been on TikTok and everything since I clocked out, and I've been on TikTok just listening to different videos, listen to Rashad Jamal, some of his old teachings, and oh my goodness, he been talking about these crystals, baby, and how powerful these crystals really are. Okay, we just tipping and touching the iceberg of these crystals. Do you understand me? You know, happy solstice. Do you understand me? I got some work to do later on too. So what I want to get on here and share with y'all, I'm so freaking excited when I seen this guy so eloquently put this message out to the Black woman on TikTok. And oh my gosh, I just jumped out of my skin because I said, this is what I'm talking about. And I don't even want to hold it and, make y'all wait. I just want y'all to hear it. But what I want to say, I've been on this journey of, feeling like it's a part of my journey to share with you all. Hey, share the importance of letting all of us know who we truly are and waking us up out of this slumber, this sleep that is no longer there. You see what I'm saying? This slumber, this sleep, this curse has been lifted off of us for quite some time now. So it's up to, the masses, each other, us, to start waking each other up, because the society that we live in is not going to wake us up. That's not the goal. So we have to wake each other up. So that's a part of my journey. That's a part of why I get on here and talk about a lot of different things, because I don't want to keep on talking about CJ every day. I cannot do it. Okay. I don't want to get on here and keep on talking about that. It's just, it's not getting us anywhere in the sense that you got work to do. We got work to do while we still here. Okay. We still here. We got work to do. And that's not my journey to talk about him every day. So with that being said, I was like, okay, so let me start talking about, what I'm on, what I'm into, and, in hopes of waking some other people up, because it's going to resonate with a lot of people. So with that being said, I wanted to bring forth, the whole spirituality component and who we are as a people. First and foremost, we're not just these, individuals that were, brought over from a specific land. Some of us were already here. So let's keep that in mind. We were not those slaves that we were taught to believe. And that's how our history started and ended with. That is not even the tip of the iceberg of who we are as individuals. And I think it's imperative that more of us get this message out to wake up the brown people and the Black people, melanated individuals, Black and brown people. I don't know no other way to put it. So with that being said, along this journey, we're starting to wake back up into who we are. And a lot of information is resonating with us, meaning that when we hear these truths come out, it resonates within our spirit. It touches us, and it's supposed to, because guess what? It's pulling us up out of this sleep. And we all have these unique gifts that we were born into this realm with that we haven't even touched upon. And one of those great gifts that I, learned about quite some time ago, and I'm learning more and more and more about it because again, it's still new information about who the black woman truly is. Hey, Betty, about who the black woman truly is, and this is not to take away from the black man because he does have his place. Let's get that straight. But baby, the black woman, this is where everything originated from, and a lot of us know that too, but they don't know how deep it goes. This is where everything originated from. This is where everything was created from out of our wombs. And the black woman is the true creator, the true head of the front, if you will. Remember we used to hear about all of those black queens back in Egypt, and and we just thought that was so far-fetched. The black women warriors, the Amazon women, that didn't derive from Wonder Woman, that movie, although that was a great movie. I love that movie, but it derived from the Amazonian women, and that latest movie, my gosh, I can't even remember the name of the movie, but Woman King, yeah, Woman King. Oh gosh, that was a great movie. So it's so many. They putting out the signs, they're giving us the information, but they're not gonna tell us the whole truth. And when they telling us some truths, they kind of getting yeah, exactly. I can't even pronounce the word pathogenesis, honey. They not telling us the whole truth. So it's up to us to connect with who we are, connect with other people that are like us to get this information out. So with that being said, and like I said, I don't care if you on CJ side, and of course, royalty side. Everybody needs to hear this truth. It's just plain and simple. Because when it clicks and when it hits, you're going to sit here and be like, I cannot believe I've been on here on this BS all this time, because that is not what it's about. And that is not what it's for. So with that being said, let me go and play this video, you all, because, oh my God, I said I got to do a live because I did not want to do a live and get on here and be talking about CJ. I said, I don't feel like talking about him today. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's not my focal point. I don't feel like getting on here talking about him today. I want to, do something that's going to be feeding the people. So let me let you all listen to this video, y'all, that I came across on TikTok.
That's what our primordial mothers taught us, though. You hear me? The primordial mothers taught us that the woman can't be tamed. You hear me? She's supreme chaos, supreme darkness, the black hole, baby. Ain't no taming a woman. That's why you gotta let them be free. You gotta guide them. Spiritual guides. She created us to help her be her spiritual guide. You hear me? Knowledge, information, wisdom, understanding. Giving back the powers of which she had once lost before by giving birth by way of menstrual blood. You heard me? She'll do it, baby. You gotta serve. I know y'all don't like to hear that because you think everybody was meant to be put out here to serve you. No, baby. You was born to serve the woman and the family and the children. You ain't nothing but a servant, brother. You ain't nothing but a warrior, a builder, the architect. Your role is very prevalent in patriarchal society, but in the matriarchal society, it's a big difference. Yeah, you heard me? It's a big difference. You just don't want to be understanding. It ain't meant for you to understand, baby. That's why you ain't figured it out yet. You ain't gonna never tame that woman, boy. The divine principle, Shekinah, the return of Shekinah.
Did y'all hear what this man said, you all? Did y'all hear what he admitted that, like he said, a lot of them don't want to accept it. They don't even understand it. They don't understand what's really going on. Do you hear me? He definitely, I know, I heard that part. He definitely from New Orleans, yes. And he put it so eloquently, and he's like, look, y'all, for real. I know y'all own that. Hey, Big Back Smoking, crack, how about that? He's like, basically, I know y'all own that, and I know, the man don't want to hear his place, but honest, as people say, honest to God, truth, that's where it comes from. Exactly, Ashe, that's where it comes from. The man has his place, but let's keep it real. Who the woman is. Why you think that these strong black women, like he said, you can't control them. You cannot tame them because you was not meant to be tamed, baby. All of these beautiful black queens, goddesses. That's why I use that term goddess, because that's who we really are, the creator. We were never meant to be tamed. We were meant to lead. And the man, he has his rightful place, protection, building, speeding us spiritually with the knowledge that he has, okay? It was never meant to be where the woman was to serve the man. But you see how this society has twisted things around so much to make it so hard for us to believe that we goddesses? We goddesses? Are you serious? I'm not going to lie. When I started learning that truth, I was in shock. I said, hold up. Everything I've been learning on this journey and coming into the knowledge and the truth about, and then I heard this. I mean, it had to sink in, you all. It had to sink in because never in my right mind could I was like, wait a minute, what now? The black woman? She's the head of the table, honestly. She's the one who rules. Again, she's got that black man right there with her, helping her along the way. So let's not get it twisted. We got to have our black man there, but it all stems from us. But we were so deceived, ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses. We were so deceived and made to believe that we were nothing, that we were nobody, and we couldn't possibly have a seat at the table. You know, they can no longer burn us because we have become the fire, baby. The fire is lit. Do you hear me? The fire is lit, literally lit. You know, when I'm doing my meditation, I'm doing my workings, baby, that fire just comes over. You can feel it, okay? You can feel it on your body because you're connecting back to source. Source is you, honey. Source is you. I'm trying to tell you all, source is you. And of course, our experiences that we having down here in this realm, it is the divine feminine, the creator of them all. She is able to have those experiences through us, by us being down here. That's how deep it goes. They had one part, right? That God experiences how it is to be down here by us going through our life experiences, but they told us that God was, you know, a Caucasian male. And that is the farthest thing from the truth. The goddess, however you want to put it, is the black female. And that's what I've been trying to do. I hope this message reaches the people that it needs to reach. Because like I said, you all, I don't mind getting on here talking about CJ and everything, but why do you think I'm going to use him for example? Because this is a prime example and everybody can relate to it. Why do y'all think he's having so many problems now? Why do you think? Because you have disrespected the black woman, and no man on this freaking earth is going to continue to succeed, and you disrespect a black woman and you dog her and you try to call her every name but a goddess. That's why he's having all these issues, y'all. Let's go on and be real and make this connection. That's why he goes to this. My heart is warm of late watching some brothers who are prepared to thank you, Indigo. Take their rightful place. Take their rightful place. You know? There's nothing wrong with taking your rightful place because the man is still strong and got our backs and protecting us and helping us in any way that we need. And of course, you know, he's the one who's going to fulfill our personal needs as well. So he has his place, you know, but a lot of men are not going to be able to understand that and handle that because they looking at it as that, you know, they being put aside. Oh, no. We need the black man more than ever. We need him more than ever, especially as we take our rightful places back. We need that strong support system that's going to encourage us, that's going to talk to us, and that's going to help give us ideas, and that's going to be that spiritual comfort. So you know, when I hear some black men keep talking about, you know, they in control and the woman needs to do this and do that to please him, they so lost. They are so lost because when as they say, when the shit starts hitting the ceiling, they're not going to be able to handle it because they have been so conditioned and so in believing in so much that it's all about them, that when it actually starts reversing, because it's going to reverse and it ain't going to take, you know, a long time for the process to start, you know? So when it starts reversing, it's going to be a lot of men that can't handle that. And it's going to be a lot of men that's going to be like, oh, okay, I have no problem with that. I ain't got no problem. Because we see it now. There's so many strong black women that are rightful leaders. Okay. They rightful leaders, you know, and I've heard a lot of people say that, you know, behind every great man is a powerful woman. And it is true. It is true. A lot of these powerful men out here, they're that way because of that woman. Okay. And that's simply point blank, period. But like I said, back to CJ on that stance, that's the reason why he's where he's at. You had a strong, beautiful black woman, strong goddess behind you that all she wanted to do, she didn't even want to take the front seat, okay? She didn't want to drive. She didn't want to. She was comfortable in her place, but he couldn't handle that. He couldn't handle that. Let me read his comment. We don't want to, thank you. We don't want to emasculate him. No, you know, I love the masculine side of my husband. I appreciate that side of him. You know, we want to love on them and teach them the real story of creation. You know, we don't want to bring them down and put them down. No, We need each other. And the sooner we realize that, we as a nation of people, sooner we realize that the better off we'll be, and the faster we can come together and rebuild, because there's no stopping. Nobody can stop us. All these talks of war, rumors of war, and all of that, everybody has their own vested interest in this. And it's funny that now we are in this age of awakening, and we are not being put back to sleep anymore, because it can't be done now. And everybody want to come out, because I see it all the time. Everybody wants to come out and say, well, this has been going on and we've been doing it. Baby, it's too late. It's too late. I get that you're trying to jump on a bandwagon and you thinking you educating us, but a lot of us have already learned this. And I'm sorry, you should have been helping educate 15, 20 years ago. You can't come in the last 4 years, and then think that somebody's going to be jumping on the bandwagon with you and thanking you for something that you should have been rightfully saying a long time ago. Okay. That again, a lot of us are already native to these Americas. Hey, Moni, that a lot of us were already native to these Americas, but they didn't want to tell us, but now it's coming out. Like I said, I've been knowing. My granny told me when we was little, some of our heritage and where we came from, Cherokee and Blackfoot, but now it's coming out more, and different people are telling us this. No, you didn't tell us when we needed to hear it, but now you want to tell us. No, thank you. He disrespected his black queen and tried to replace her by praising and putting the with one who exactly lacks melon on a pedestal, lack of self-love. Thank you. And that's the issue. He disrespected, he ridiculed, he humiliated, and now look at him. This is the reason where he is at. He don't have nobody else to blame but himself. He wanted that girl to praise him and put him on a pedestal, and she did put him on a pedestal, you all. She treated him like a king, but he did not appreciate that. He didn't know how to appreciate his queen, his beautiful black queen, his beautiful black goddess, the one who gave creation to his babies, okay? And the one who gave creation to 3 other children that he claimed. You see, that's what people don't understand. You can't go around disrespecting the black woman and then you think that your life is going to be all beautiful and peaches and cream, because no. Did they forget the true creator, who the true creator is? Did they forget? A lot of these people obviously forgot. A lot of us never knew, but a lot of these other people, they forgot. Why do you think all of this other stuff is going on? Because mother is sick and tired of the nonsense, and she's restoring order. That's what we see this going on. And he dumped on his creator. He dumped on his creator, Indigo. He dumped on his creator. Hey, Liz, do y'all know how deep that goes? He dumped on his creator. Okay. When I talk a lot about dark matter, dark energy, that's the black woman. That's where we came from. We came from darkness. In the Bible where it says, let there be light, that's when light was created. Light created chaos. We were all in darkness before. In our spiritual realm, we were all in darkness. When we were in our mother's womb, when we were within our womb, if you want to go that deep, we were in darkness. And it was when we came to light, was when we became a part of this madness, okay, that we call life, okay? Now, yes, what you make it. Now, don't get me wrong, but, it is madness until you change it to the way you want to change it to. So when he dumped on this girl and talked about her and ran her name through the mud, this ain't got nothing to do. So if anybody's listening on CJ's side, this ain't about picking sides. It's the right thing that he should have done. He shitted on the black woman. He shitted on his creator, like Indigo said, and you cannot do that and think that your life is going to be beautiful. Why do you think that his life source is drying up? His life source meaning him. We can see him drying up before our eyes. He don't look the same no more. He don't look happy. He don't have that sparkle in his eye, that happiness. He doesn't have any of that anymore. He don't have any of that because you done pushed any and everything or anybody and everything away that had you connected to source. He done pushed everything that's directed or directly, divinely from source. He pushed all of that away. The black woman, he pushed it away. So it's no surprise that he's drying up. He's literally dying from inside out, you all, because that light is gone. That light source, that darkness, meaning the black woman, that dark matter, that dark energy where we all came from, he's pushed that away. He pushed it away. He didn't even realize what he had, you all. And again, this goes deeper than just, oh, she was a beautiful, beautiful woman and that she stood there beside him 10 toes down. It goes way deeper than that. He didn't realize that he was connected to source. And why do you think you was flourishing, dude? For real. Why does he think he was flourishing? Because you had source right beside you. That's what people don't understand, y'all. Just start paying attention more. Start paying attention to the things around you that Black women are connected to. Black women who are strong and in their understanding and their power. That's what I mean. Not, Black women who don't even have a clue. But just pay attention and watch. And you will see it. He thought she was going to gift him children so he could walk over her. Thank you. He finally realized that he lost her. She will never come back. Yeah, he lost his life source, Moni. He lost his life source, and that he would have to, he's got to pay for it. Maybe he'll be blessed if he straightens his life up. And if mother blesses him, mother meaning you, the Black woman, if mother decides to grace him with her presence again down the line with another woman, maybe he'll have that. But right now he does not have that. And that's the reason why his world is crumbling. The walls are crumbling from inside. Okay. Inside out. He's crumbling from the inside to the outside, and it's all showing to us where we can see it, where everything's going down. And if I must get on, the Nike subject, I heard that she erased her video. I didn't actually go back to check, but when I see her owner acting like that, I'm like, come on, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. And again, it just goes back to where these Black women don't know who they are. Stop getting on here and perpetuating what is already thought of the Black woman anyway. She's loud and she's boisterous and she don't know how to act. I'm going to let y'all listen to this video for the people who just came on so y'all can hear this strong God who knows who he is and knows his place, baby. It blew my mind, and that's the reason I had to get on here. So let me let y'all listen to this clip that made me get on here. Ooh, y'all. Okay.
That's what our primordial mothers taught us, though. You hear me? The primordial mothers taught us that the woman can't be tamed. You hear me? She's supreme chaos, supreme darkness, the black hole, baby. Ain't no taming a woman. That's why you gotta let them be free. You gotta guide them. Spiritual guides. She created us to help her be her spiritual guide. You hear me? Knowledge, information, wisdom, understanding. Giving back the powers of which she had once lost before by giving birth by way of menstrual blood. You heard me? So do it, baby. You gotta serve. I know y'all don't like to hear that because you think everybody was meant to be put out here to serve you. No, baby. You was born to serve the woman and the family and the children. You ain't nothing but a servant, brother. You ain't nothing but a warrior, a builder, the architect. Your role is very prevalent in patriarchal society, but in the matriarchal society, it's a big difference. Yeah, you heard me? It's a big difference. You just don't want to be understanding. It ain't meant for you to understand, baby. That's why you ain't figured it out yet. You ain't gonna never tame that woman, boy. The divine principle, Shekinah, the return of Shekinah.
So y'all hear what he said? He understands the assignment. He understands the assignment. He understands his place of where he's supposed to be. And I wanted that to be heard from a male standpoint because, a lot of, again, this is not an attack on men, but let's be honest. A lot of men, they go on their ego and how they feel like, this society has been set up and it's been set up for the woman to be under the man. When actually, in actuality, it was the other way around. But, it's coming back. It's coming back. And like he said, it ain't meant to be understood. It is what it is. And it's time for these men to take their rightful place and lift their goddess up. Goddess, queen, whatever you want to call it. But goddess is more fitting because we can even say creator because the Black woman is the creator. That's how deep and serious it is, and like I said, with Nike, when she got on her acting like it, I was like, I thought she learned. Yes, child. I thought she learned. And I was like, oh gosh, because the more and more I'm learning, the more and more I get into this, certain things make me cringe when I see Black women doing some of the things that they doing. You know what I'm saying? You showing your behind for these men out here and they exploiting and using you and all because of what? They got you thinking, meaning the Black woman, that you supposed to be serving him. No, baby. No, baby. When y'all start taking these Black women, start taking a rightful place back and realize who they are, it's going to be a shake up. Do you understand me? I believe everyone should play yes, everybody has their role. Nobody never said that the man is not going to have his place because as you can see, that's again, when we had these Black queens back in Egyptian era, if you will, for lack of a better way of explaining it, who do you think was there helping protect these black queens? Okay. Who do you think was protecting them? The black man. But again, this Roman Catholic society that we live in, although we're many, many, many centuries away from that, we're still under that type of rule, that type of thinking. You see what I'm saying? The way they have the Congress, the Senate, all of it set up. We're still under that dominion, if you will. So we know who changed the whole system of how it should be set up. But now, again, that curse has been lifted. And people are actually waking up, and it's time. It's time. I don't apologize for nothing that I'm saying because it's time. Like Moni just said, everybody has their rightful place, and it's time, Black woman. It's time for you to wake up and realize who the hell you are. Okay, that's why I get mad. I even get mad when I see, certain people on the other side, when I see a certain man being disrespectful and hooping and hollering and all of that. Cause I'm like, honey, you should be on your feet. You need to be on your feet right now because the disrespect is just out of control. It pisses me off when I see that, besides everything else. I'm like, the behavior is disgraceful. I don't like it, period. Because again, I know who the Black woman is, and honey, you should be on your knees worshiping. That's what you should be doing instead of sitting there cussing people out and hooping and hollering at them all up in their face. I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. It's disrespectful. And all of these Black women out here being disrespected every day by a man, by a Black man, and calling out, being called out of her name, and she don't even have the sense enough to know that she is more than that. She thinks she's every BITCH and HOEs, and they got these young dudes out here now. They calling these girls BITCHs, and they think that's the way it's supposed to be. That ain't your name, honey. You don't answer to something that's not your name. If it ain't supreme, if it ain't queen, if it ain't goddess, then don't you answer to it, because that was never your name, And that, again, that is my message, is that, these women, these beautiful Black women, yes, some of them are ratchet, but I do believe they can turn around. These ones that are trying to get on the path, they trying to wake up. I don't want to come down on them too bad, but at the same time, I got to tell you about yourself, because you don't get it. You don't get it, and you got to hear it. Okay. And a lot of us is going to be on here helping you get it and hear it till you wake up and you realize your rightful place. You was not a BITCH. You was not no HOE. You was not no SLUT. You not none of those things. And quit answering to something that is not you. You don't answer to things that don't apply to you, So with that being said, when I see Nike on her disrespecting herself and just acting ratchet, I'm like, oh my God, please let her stop. Stop it. So I'm glad that she took that video down, because, again, it's not showing who you are. She even hears this video, honey, you is more than what you believe, or what CJ done showed his behind and treated you like. You above him, actually. Royalty understands that, you all. She understands that. That's why she left. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure she's learning more and more each day, like we all are. You don't answer to something that's not you. Don't respond to something that don't apply to you. So that's a part of the knowing of who she is. With the way the world is going, especially with this upcoming election and choices that are presented, and with us possibly being on the brink of Third World War, what do you foresee happening? From the spirituality perspective, and Indigo can chime in as well. From the spirituality perspective, we create our own worlds, and if they won't sit over and fight and act a fool, that's not my war. That ain't my war, baby. That's not my war. So I don't plan to partake in it. I don't want to get caught up in these election processes and everything. Although I felt like we have one evil that's lesser than the other evil. But to be honest, when it comes to politics, they all in cahoots. You see what I'm saying? So it's really like we don't really have a choice in who we pick. But with that being said, why should we pick anybody? We know who we are. We know where we come from. So we have that power to tap in and create our own world within these worlds. You get what I'm saying? While they fighting and acting a fool and going to war, because everybody wants to control. And that's the main reason why the Black woman has to take her rightful place back, to stop the wars, because man create wars. The ego create wars. Women are emotional thinkers. We don't create wars. We create solutions. We find ways to make things better. You see see what I'm saying? So with that being said, we create our world within the world that we already have. So while they going around and acting a fool, that's not our fight. That's not our fight. Our job is to, and our fight is to wake back up and wake our people back up and take our rightful place. Because when we take our rightful place, then the earth will go back into the order in which it was originally created for. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It'll go back to that natural order of things. That's why everything's out of sync. Everything's out of whack because we're not living in the truth. None of these races are living in the truth. That's why everything is out of order. The black woman is not in, for lack of a better way of saying it, the black woman is not in control. She's not at the head anymore. So that's why it's so much chaos, war, talks of war, rumors of war, if you will. That's why. That's the reason why this man is in payroll from the man who could not keep his family. Exactly. Two wings of the same bird. Thank you. They basically the same. So, like I said, when they out here fighting and acting a fool, our job is to wake our people back up and get back on track and build. That's what our job is to do, and support each other. We ain't got time to be worrying about what Biden. Yeah, I got me an Amazon order. And just order some from TikTok today. Ain't that terrible? My goodness. Our job is to get back on track and to focus on what we're supposed to be doing. We can't worry about, what everybody else is doing. Because again, it is a part of the what's the distraction? It's a distraction. Those are distractions to get us off track and to sway us and help us to forget because we're so worried about it and fearful and afraid of what's gonna happen. The only thing that we need to be concerned about is what we're supposed to be doing. And that is coming back as a collective and taking our rightful place with our, black man, brown woman, black woman. Things are getting worse and worse by the day. It's definitely time for change. It definitely is. There was an age where the matriarch ruled and there was thank you. Disputes were resolved by thank you. And that's the reason why we so out of whack now, because like Indigo was saying, there was an age where it was, the order was already there. It wasn't restored. It was already there. So we didn't have to deal with these issues that we're dealing with now. And once she takes her rightful reign, you, I, him, then the natural order will be restored. They know who we are, you all. They know who we are. My bad, you are. I'm supporting 2 Chainz. Oh no, it's fine. I seen the cap was on, but I was like, I got to get on here, in between time. We got to take our rightful reign and get back into the natural order. That's the natural order of things. Peace. Destroying the earth, destroying the land. Destroying the oceans. All of that. You destroying what was created for us to enjoy, to thrive, to live off of. My God, you got to go pay to go to certain beaches nowadays. Why do you got to pay to do that for something that was created for us to enjoy and lavish in and rejuvenate ourselves in and get downloads from in? You see what I'm saying? Why are you trying to make us pay for a resource that is given? That's where it's come to. And as I've heard many, many times, mother is tired. She's tired. And she said, y'all not going to keep on acting a fool and tearing up what I built. Okay. I built this. We built this. You built this. And she's sick and tired of it. And that's why it's coming to a head. Okay. And it's coming to a head for good reason. Again, it's not going to be a lot of people that's going to like this, but get over it because they can't stop it, and I'm not saying this to be, smart aleck or anything, but it's just a matter of fact. It's just a fact. I'm just keeping it real. When natural order is restored, then all of this nonsense will stop. It'll stop because they cannot rule and control the way they used to control. They will be under divine feminine and she will be calling the shots, the decisions, if you will. When I use the term calling the shots, she will be making the decision, So, like I said, I'm gonna play this again just in case anybody that's jumped on here that didn't see the video before. I'm gonna play this once more, you all, because when I listened to this, I said, "Oh my God, it just hit home, you all. It resonated so deep."
That's what our primordial mothers taught us, though. You hear me? The primordial mothers taught us that the woman can't be tamed. You hear me? She's supreme chaos, supreme darkness, the black hole, baby. Ain't no taming a woman. That's why you gotta let them be free. You gotta guide them. Spiritual guides. She created us to help her be her spiritual guide. You hear me? Knowledge, information, wisdom, understanding, giving back the powers of which she had once lost before by giving birth by way of menstrual blood. You heard me? It's your duty, baby. You gotta serve. I know y'all don't like to hear that because you think everybody was meant to be put out here to serve you. No, baby. You was born to serve the woman and the family and the children. You ain't nothing but a servant, brother. You ain't nothing but a warrior, a builder, the architect. Your role is very prevalent in patriarchal society, but in the matriarchal society, it's a big difference. Yeah, you heard me? It's a big difference. You just don't want to be understanding. It ain't meant for you to understand, baby. That's why you ain't figured it out yet. You ain't gonna never tame that woman, boy. The divine principle, Shekinah, the return of Shekinah.
So with that being said, because I meant to say this before, don't apologize for who you are. Don't apologize because you got this, you have your masculine and feminine energy and you're able to embrace more. But at times when you need to be, you embrace that masculine side because that's who you are. You are a creation of both pieces. Okay. So that's important. You're supposed to have those components. So don't be ashamed that you embrace that masculine side, or people tell you, oh, you too hard, or you too mean, or why can't you be more feminine, or why can't you just be subdued? Why can't you just be quiet and polite? That ain't who you was ever created to be, baby. You was created to be the warrior that you are by good reason. You created all of this. You created all of this. Just like you can go and create more of this today. You can create the life that you want. You have that ability. Can you imagine if, like different people said before, if we came together as a collective and we was tapping in to who we truly are and our spiritual gifts, singing, dancing, sports, crafts, so many different gifts that we were given as individuals when we were birthed into this realm. We have so many gifts, and if we were able to, if we collectively tap into those, we could make some serious changes. But there's nothing wrong with starting one person at a time, two at a time, or three at a time. There's nothing wrong with that, because it's gotta be a build up. Again, we would sleep for over 4,000 years. We would sleep a long, long time, many, many generations, many, many lifetimes. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but I mean, I'm here for the journey. Like I said, the journey gets more and more beautiful, in my opinion, as I go on, because I'm learning so much new stuff. And, and I feel that it's very important. I feel that it's a part of my duty to help share this information with individuals who are curious, who do want to know more, who do feel a sense that it's more to what we were taught, or more than what we've learned. That's my job, and many other people's job is, and to help get this message out. It's very important. It's nothing but empowering the Black woman and the Black man to say, hey, you are more than what you were taught. To say, hey, you can have more than what you are, you obviously believe that you could have in this particular lifetime. You were told that, you wasn't going to have none. You was never going to be none. I'm here to tell you that that's a lie. All of it was a lie. I don't care what you came from. I don't care if you came from alcoholism. I don't care if you came from child abuse. I don't care if you came from drug abuse. You are entitled to more than what we were taught to believe, or what we were taught by society of who we are. We're way more than that, guys. And it is so imperative. And, again, that is one of my deepest, strongest passions in life is, this spiritual journey and crafting my craft, my skills, and helping other people to wake up. It's basically what it boils down to. If I could have it my way, where I could snap my finger and everybody could wake up, ooh, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of power, Ooh, that's a lot of energy and a lot of power. I would need some help with that, okay? We would have to come together as a collective to wake each other up on that, but it can be done where a lot of us can wake up. The more and more we have these talks, and, the more and more your spirit speaks to you, your soul speaks to you, that divine inside of you, as she starts to spark that light, that burning flame that's always been there, and she just needs to be waking up. I believe it can happen. I really do believe that. So that's why I talk about it so much and discuss it in relation to, situations that are going on right now. Like I said, i.e. the CJ thing. If CJ could have the heart to, first of all, wake up, first of all, realize, who he is. And then second of all, be able to apologize to mother. Okay. It don't matter that, he was with this woman and didn't work out. Apologize to mother, because that's where it all starts from. You got to make it right with her. You have to make it right with her before your life can begin to start growing those fruits, those apples, those oranges, before your life can start producing seeds anymore. You got to make it right with mother. It's just that simple. And there's no other way around it. You know, I know he's mad at his mama. He blames her for everything. But again, he's got to make it right with mother, because regardless of what her path or her journey that she went on, she's still mother, his mother. And that's how deep it is. Yes, that's fine, Moni. That's how deep this goes, you know, until he makes it right with Nike, mother, divine feminine as well. Regardless of what she's doing out here now, she don't know who she is right now. But when she wakes up and learns who she is, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, what in the world is going on? And I do want that for her. I want her to wake up. I want his mama to wake up. I want, all of these people to wake up that's out here, on the wrong path, because this is not what we're here for. They have destroyed the Black woman and the Black man with the brainwashing, with the put downs, with there's so many different things that has been done that has crushed the spirit that, a lot of people can't even see. They can't even see their hand when they stick their hands out, because they have been so defeated and so torn down in life. And I'm just here to tell you, baby, you need to pay attention to that dimmer flame inside of you. It's a flame that's still inside of you. It might be dim, but it's time for you to reignite it and wake your behind up and get back on track. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, And once that light is lit again and you begin to know who you are, oh my God, because when Indigo can relate to this, as you waking back up and you learning more and more, it just blows your mind every day. Every day, I'm so amazed at new things that I learned. If you've not heard of Rashad Jamal, right now he's very knowledgeable, and he's brought out so much truth that, he has been incarcerated before because he, what you say? I am sorry, but Nike is an NPC. But he has been incarcerated because he's been putting out these truths, guys, and people don't want to. They know the masses. They know he had a huge following, and even though he's not here right now with us to put out new information, new teachings, I still listen to him to this day. The brother is knowledgeable, okay? And you wonder where he knows all of this from, because he's awakened. And when you awaken back to who you are, a lot of this stuff, comes back. I understand Indigo and Moni, I understand doesn't have a manner. She's lost, y'all. She's lost, Moni. She's got to wake back up. And, I got to be the one, and some of us got to be the ones that be like, she can do it. She can do it, but she's got to dig way deep down. She's got to dig really, really deep, just like they gotta dig really deep, so I'm not going to touch too much on it, but yeah, they have to dig really deep, because when society has corrupted you and brainwashed you, that's what happens. That's a part of it. And that's why, it makes me so frustrated, because I'm like, if only they knew what they were. If only they knew who they were. People act certain ways because they don't know who they are, And remember, I even said it about CJ at one time. I said he acts the way he acts because he doesn't know who he is. But again, at the same token, you don't have to keep doing the same things that you do. You don't have to keep doing it, But I get what you're saying, Indigo, but I'm a firm believer that, it can be turned around. Because I've seen it in people that it can be turned around. But that's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Hey, Mama Bella Banks, 24K. Let me drink some water, y'all. My throat's dry. But it just goes back to, again, until you make it right by Mother Universe, the Black woman, even though it's Black women that a lot of us may not be cool with, a lot of us may not, like how they act or like how they move. Hey, Lena, excuse me, I'm sorry. Hey, Lena, even though a lot of us see Black women out here that are not moving according like how they should or how we feel that they should, again, the Black woman, they got to be taught. They got to be waking up, They got to be waking up. And that's, again, I'm trying to be that common ground to where if, the message gets across, Just research it. You ain't got to believe nothing that I said. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to believe nothing that nothing that I said, but just do the research. Jamone, you so funny. Just do the research. That's all you got to do. Do the research, and then as you explore and open up different things, your spirit will resonate. It will resonate in your spirit, because your spirit's gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, this wait a minute, I need to check into this. That's your spirit waking up, trying to wake you up. And then let me take it back. Your soul already awakened. It's just trying to wake you back up. You know what I'm saying? Because that slumber, that sleep is being there too long. All of that praising outside of yourself. You're the queen. You're the goddess. Light a candle for yourself. You ain't got no altar. Just get your little candle and light it for yourself. And honor yourself. That's what it's from. That's what it's about. All that honoring outside of yourself, it was never meant for that, you all. You honor yourself, because you are the divine feminine. You are the creator. My gosh. And I know the people got to hear this over and over and over, because it sounds so far-fetched, don't it? I know it do to some people. I say that because I have seen her elsewhere. If okay. Well, I ain't going to say nothing on that. Yeah, I ain't going to comment on that. Well, let me just put it like this. My goal is to wake the ones up that can wake up. I would love for a lot of people to wake up, but let this, again, like I always say, let this message reach those that it's supposed to reach in this time. Maybe it's later on down the line, somebody else will have a message that resonates with, individuals, and it reaches those individuals. But I'm happy that, like I said, again, I wish, and I would love for many people to wake up and change. I really do, because I'm tired of the madness. It's ridiculous getting on her, arguing and fighting on the internet and stuff. I was watching, this is one girl that I watch. She does stories on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And y'all, it's gotten so bad where the mama on Love and Marriage Huntsville of that one girl, Tisha, I think it is. I ain't watched that show in so long, because to me, it just got garbage. The mom is arguing with a YouTuber, and she's saying stuff to her, and the other YouTuber is threatening to bring out information. I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy. I said, oh my God, I thought the drama was just over with the CJ So Cool and royalty stuff. I thought it was just drama with that. My God, it's everywhere. It's all over there too. And you see what I'm saying? All the chaos. You see all of this chaos going on. Again, everything is out of order. Everything is out of order. And again, Mother Earth, Mother Divine Feminine, she's sick and tired of it. She's tired of, women fighting against women. Black women fighting against women. Let me be exact. Black women fighting against women. Black men calling black women BITCHs and HOEs and you name it. It's got to stop, and it's disgusting. And she's tired. We're tired as black women of being treated like second-class citizens. Because what? We're the melanated creator, the creator and the beings of creation. We're tired of that. And that's the reason why it's got to reverse. It's got to stop. Hey, Linda, it's got to stop. It's ridiculous. When I seen it was on another platform, I just couldn't believe it. And then we heard about Peaches, Peaches McIntyre, all that drama that's going on with her when she went in there and she thought she was going to whoop that girl in the beauty salon. And we seen what happened to her eye. Her eye got dotted, and it's still that way. Because I'm like, oh my God, it is still that way. You see what I'm saying? All of this chaos against each other. This is insane. It's insane. I've never in my lifetime, I've been here, 53 years in is it 53? Yeah, 53 years in December. And I've never seen this much hatred toward each other of black women. It's catty stuff. That's normal. But the hatred is so deep, you all, and it's sad. I think there is chaos because the divine feminine, divine masculine energy on this planet is that's a good way to look at it. It's balancing itself out. Child, I wish it'd get help and get balanced, because it's draining. It is draining. You know how you'll walk by a black woman, and don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of this because I don't speak. But if I don't see a friendly face or whatever, then I'm not gonna part my lips either. But how we can just walk past each other and don't even speak to each other. And for what? Why? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with a smile or something like that? And again, I've been guilty of it because you know what I'm saying? Some of these people can be so cutthroat and you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to even put myself in that arena. So I'm guilty of not speaking too. But where's the love at? What happened to the love and support of each other? You know, what happened to that? I'm glad you said it, Indigo. The chaos because the divine and divine feminine, divine masculine energy on this planet is balancing itself. Oh my goodness. And honey, when I tell you it is draining because when you see the nonsense and the foolishness going on and and then outside of the internet, but when you see it on the streets and stuff, you know what I'm saying, how people act out there. I mean, it's ridiculous. Cutting people off in traffic and you know, it's sad. It's sad. You know, and then I'm gonna even go this far, just rude for no reason. Exactly. If you know, excuse my French, but nickels, they don't even hold the door open for you. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Now it is some few that still will do that. You know what I'm saying? My husband, he holds the door open for other women. I don't get threatened or intimidated by that. I don't do that. You know, I'm not one of them kind of people. You know, I'm happy that he sees another sister and he's opening the door for her, you know. So, but it's a bunch of other ones that won't even do it. You know what I'm saying? You like, you little raggedy, you know, let me stop because I'm getting ready to get outside of myself, okay? I'd be like, you little raggedy, you know what? But yeah, pastors included. See what I'm saying? Yeah, and they'd be the main ones want somebody to worship them. Negro, ain't nobody worshiping you. Sit on down somewhere. You don't even know what this half of this babble's about, but you up here. Let me stop because I know some people, you know, are really into the Bible, but you know, like I said, when I was in church years ago, our pastor, he cheated on his wife and had another woman and left the wife for the other woman and had the pastor's wife sitting up in front of the church crying. So I I lost hope in the church years ago, y'all. He just, it ain't funny. I don't even know why I'm laughing. But I know it's horrible, but he got in front of the congregation. At least he told us. Hey, Kiara, he got in front of the congregation and told us that he was leaving a wife and he had another woman and she was crying and begging for her marriage. I said, see what I'm saying? The pole thing, this was when I was really young. So wasn't none of this truth out like that except for Bobby Hemmett. Nothing, you know, wasn't nothing out like that except for him talking. But of course, I didn't know nothing about him back then. But she sit up her begging and pleading for her marriage, and this man was determined, and he left. He left her and went on with another woman. Ain't that honoring? You see what I'm saying? These days, us melanated women are given the, you know what, girl, to teach instead of a kind hello. You know, okay, giving a smile. Exactly. And we sitting up here turning, I know, not us literally, but we sitting up here turning up our noses at each other like, she thinks she's cute. Well, why can't she be cute? Why can't she look cute? Again, what's wrong with giving another melanated woman a compliment if she's cute or if she's beautiful? What's wrong with that? Do you see how corrupt we have been taught to be? We've been so conditioned to think that everything is a competition. Who said it? Somebody else has said it. Moni, exactly. Everyone is competition, and it's sad. You know, I don't trust people to open the door for me anyway. You say you don't trust people to open the door for you. Yeah, you know, I love God, not the church. Thank you. I'm gonna let you listen to this. For people who just joined, I'm gonna let y'all listen to this because this is what made me decide to get on here today. Because like I said, I didn't want to get on here and just solely get on here and talk about CJ. Let me read some more comments. I always feel I'm going to get robbed. Oh, okay. Let's keep it real. My daughter has a song called Healing Excuses on YouTube. Her name is Kiki the Weirdo. Okay, I'm going to check her out. I just screenshotted it so I don't forget it. I'm going to check her out and listen to that. Yeah, so, okay, so I'm going to let y'all listen for the people who just got on. And it explains more in detail, you know, of who we are as Black women. So I'm going to let you all hear from the perspective of this Black king, okay? When he said that, I can't even explain it. I just want y'all to hear, hey, Tash, just want y'all to listen to this. Yes, baby. This is what I've been talking about.
That's what our primordial mothers taught us, though. You hear me? The primordial mothers taught us that the woman can't be tamed. You hear me? She's supreme chaos, supreme darkness, the black hole, baby. Ain't no taming a woman. That's why you gotta let them be free. You gotta guide them, spiritual guides. She created us to help her be her spiritual guide. You hear me? Knowledge, information, wisdom, understanding. Giving back the powers of which she had once lost before by giving birth by way of menstrual blood. You heard me? Your duty, baby. You gotta serve. I know y'all don't like to hear that because you think everybody was meant to be put out here to serve you. No, baby. You was born to serve the woman and the family and the children. You ain't nothing but a servant, brother. You ain't nothing but a warrior, a builder, the architect. Your role is very prevalent in patriarchal society, but in the matriarchal society, it's a big difference. Yeah, you heard me? It's a big difference. You just don't want to be understanding. It ain't meant for you to understand, baby. That's why you ain't figured it out yet. You ain't gonna never tame that woman, boy. The divine principle, Shekinah, the return of Shekinah.
So this is why I'd be talking about divine feminine, goddess, queens. Because this king right here, this God, he knows, he understands his place. And a lot of men may not want to hear this from our perspective because they look at it as we might be trying to just, figure out a way to control a man. Well, this is coming straight from a man, as they say, straight from the horse's mouth. This is coming straight from a black man, okay? And he's explaining it from the totality of how it really is supposed to be operating. And like he said, ain't no reason to try to figure it out because it is what it is. Okay. That whole, the woman was taken from Adam's rib. All of that was a lie. It was a lie. I love that group too that she created, Indigo. I thought that was nice because I've seen a couple of her videos and stuff when she posts about, her sister group. I thought that was nice too. Especially you can't big up another woman. Exactly. Yes, Kiara, it was definitely a message. And I said, I got to get on here and share this because a lot of women need to hear this. A lot of women need to hear this. And it is not too far-fetched to believe and understand that you was the original creator. You still are. You never was not anymore. You still are. And it's time for you to wake back up and take your rightful place. And the man, he has his rightful place beside you, as like he explained, to help guide you spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Teach you some things that you might didn't know, to be there to support you and protect you. Okay. That's what the man's role was and still is, but we've gotten off so much off track that nobody understands it anymore. And like Indigo said, that the reason why we're having so much chaos in the earth now from Indigo's perspective, and I'm like, that's a good perspective to look at or think about, because I didn't even consider that, is because divine and masculine energy is basically trying to be sifted and put back in its rightful order. I love seeing sisters win. When I'm winning, I'm taking a legit sister. Exactly. And I hate when a mother says that's how a man is. No. And it's definitely not it. Exactly. The men want to be worshipped now more than, and it's sad. And it's so sad. I'm just be like, where do you get off thinking that somebody's supposed to bow down to you? Do you understand that this piece that you got down there is something that I created? Okay. You know what I'm saying? I created, meaning you, meaning me, and all these other women. We created that out of us. Okay. Out of our wombs. So why would we worship something? Oh my God. It just hit me. Why would we worship something that we created? Think about that. Again, this is not a feminist video in no shape, form, or fashion. But when you think about it, why would we worship something that we created? It makes no sense. Now, the more and more I wake back up, that just hit me. Why would I worship something that I created? Yes, I can love you because you're my man, you my husband. I can do that, but it was never meant for us to worship what we created. Are you insane? This is what this society has done to us. That's why America don't want a woman president. Exactly. Because she's going to restore order, baby. We know. We just in our own lives with kids. We're working with kids. Oh, we restore order. You're not going to act no fool. Because that's what we do. We naturally restore order. Okay. And it can be by the way we speak. It can be the tone of our voice. It can be what we say. We know how to restore order. And once mother is back in her rightful place, she will restore order. Trust and believe that, Thank you. Everything women have been taught is a lie when it comes to we don't have a place. I'm not saying there's something wrong with showing emotion. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Like the woman switch roles. Thank you. Like the men switch roles. Thank you, Moni. It's true. It's true. But yeah, and I'm just going to keep, it just hit me, you all. My higher self just said it. Why would I worship something that I created? Kind of nonsense is that? Create something. You created him, her, and then you worship it? Oh, baby, it don't make no sense. No, that doesn't even make sense now that I'm saying it out of my mouth, because I don't even think I even said it out of my mouth. I thought it, but when you say it out of your mouth, it sounds ridiculous. Okay, she worships what she created. Come on now. Really? A scam. A scam men under a woman leadership. Yep. Yep, but no, yeah, I'm not saying a man can't be man, but he has to co-lead. Yeah, and that's the thing. We don't want the man to not be a man. We need the man to be a man, okay? Because again, he helps with the order of things, you know? He helps with us. He helps keep us on track. We need him. That's why he's here. We can't do this without him. We don't want to do it without him. Okay. I know I don't want to. Shoot, you know. I have my, is this a lot of things we love about the men. Just put it that way, you know. The black woman is supposed to rule over all. She is divine. Thank you. And the sons removed her off her throne. Yes, because of that ego, baby. Yes, cosmic light, because of that ego. You know, and mother, it said it's time to take your rightful places and come back to the natural order of things, so we can get on with the business. Okay, of bringing back the way it's supposed to be on this earth. Well, like I said, we got to go to the beaches now. There's some beaches and stuff where you got to pay to be on the beach and to enjoy the water. What kind of madness is that? You know, and then y'all got it to where y'all putting all these chemtrails in the sky to where we can't even enjoy the beautiful sunlight, the beautiful air, and all of that. It's hard for us to enjoy because we out there getting sick. Y'all, when I found out that they moved the female trees, listen to this. Listen to this. When I found out that they removed the female trees, because you know when you grew up, you used to see the apple trees. My grandmother had an apple tree in her backyard. We used to pick off of it, and eat the apples where the worms didn't be getting all up in them and all of that. We used to eat them. They removed the female trees, so that's why we ain't got trees and stuff like that with the fruits on them no more, because they removed them. They removed them. Oh my goodness. It's do you see how deep it goes where they try to remove source? They tried to remove source. Those apple trees, those orange trees, they got them over in Africa. I see the videos all the time. They got them over in Costa Rica because I've seen them. They got them in Jamaica because I've seen them. But here they removed all of that. They took all of that to blind us, and it's horrible how they did us. It's horrible because how y'all let these people come in a full country and take over? Thank you. Thank you. We have gotten closer to the presidency, even being a breath away. Limits are in full effect. Yes, not just him alone. Yes, he is the head of the house, but he also has to respect a woman as his co-partner. Exactly. And that video that I played for you all, this brother understands it. He understands it. He gets it. You know, like I said, I see so many videos where men talking about what the woman should do, and I'll be wanting to comment so bad. I'm like, just shut up. Don't even say nothing. You know, he'll learn in due time, and then he gonna feel good and stupid, you know, when ain't no woman gonna want him because he don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be left out there starving, literally starving, you know, because again, what are we known for? We're nurturers. We love to help. We love to show support. We will give our last if we have to. But can we say the same when it comes to some of these men out here? You know what I'm saying? Some of these men that we've dated in our past, why you think we ain't with them? Because they didn't value us. Why you think Royalty's not with who she was with? He didn't value her. You can't give your all and all to everybody because they don't appreciate it. And those going to be the ones who ain't going to have a home when it's time for mother to start rising, okay? She's rising already, but it's going to get more and more in depth. And they can do whatever they want, the powers that be. They can set up whatever angle they want. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, you know. Like keep it a buck and stop trying to get favoritism on both sides. Exactly. Can't even breathe outside. You can't. You cannot. And again, all of that was to destroy us. You know, they say that sitting out in the sun at least 10 minutes at a time, 8 minutes at a time, you start to receive those spiritual downloads, you know. So I was out there in the sun early today. My goodness, it was hot. I said, it is hot as fire out here. Do you hear me? We have grapefruit and plum trees. Yeah. And they removed all of those beautiful trees that we had in the cities. And now we don't even have them no more. And then that pollen and stuff that blows in the air, that was supposed to be the I can't even think of the word that I heard the guy use. Because I used to wonder why I didn't see those trees, but that's how they fertilize the trees to help them grow. That's how they fertilize them. And they remove the trees, you all, the divine feminine, the source. They remove those trees, you all. It messed me up. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. Because I used to wonder, but I never understood what happened to those beautiful trees that we could just eat off of and enjoy the fruits. Now we getting seedless grapes, seedless watermelons, and this is what we got to look forward to. They have done everything to remove us from source. But you guess what? She lives within you. So you can do whatever you want to do, baby, but it ain't gonna work. She lives within you, source, which is you, the divine feminine, the creator. You come from darkness. When we came into the light, when we were born into the light, that's when all hell broke loose. When we were in darkness, before we were in the physical body, that's who we were. Dark matter, dark energy came into our mother's womb. Our womb, where was we at? 9 months of darkness. That's where our power is at, you all. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I heard some people talk about it. I don't mind sharing it. Our power is in the darkness. When I meditate in darkness. If it's daytime outside, I'll take my behind in a closet where it's pitch black and I will meditate because that's where your power is at. That's where you're going to reactivate your powers of who you are. That's where you're going to wake up at. There's nothing wrong with, meditating when it's daylight outside and you might be sitting outside on the tree. There's nothing wrong with that. But the power is somewhere else where you came from. We had all kind of fruit trees, especially in the country. Thank you. The country looks dried out, and it's sad. The stupidity nowadays. Everyone wants to be right, but nobody wants to be corrected. Thank you. Like I said, when I be doing these lives and stuff, I encourage people to, tell their opinions and give their opinions because it's something that maybe I haven't, ran across yet or learned or downloaded yet. And it helps me, and that's why the pollen. Thank you. The pollen ain't got nowhere to go. It's just building up. And, when you see when you go out there to your cars and it's just loaded on there. Po things ain't got nothing to go to. And they trying to basically find a place to go to. And the female trees being removed. When you think about it, they removed the female tree. It's so deep and y'all so low down, the powers that be, that y'all remove the female trees. How low can you go? How low can you go? Really? Not gonna lie, women start doing beekeeping. Yeah, we need to have my own honeycomb. Do you, Moni? Yeah, we definitely and I love seeing the women who connecting back with nature and have their own farms. I love that. My daughter, she will grow like her own cabbage and green beans. She would do stuff like that. I was like, I never knew that you was into that. She said, yeah, I love that. She said, I want a greenhouse, but live in a city, it will be kind of hard because it's another thing that I had learned that as well is that when if you start to have too much of a garden or a greenhouse or something, they'll try to label you as a farm and then they'll try to start fining you. So you can't have those types of things set up. I don't know if that's every state, but in some states, because they don't want you to be able to live off the land. They don't want you to do that. When the sisters get right and start living in harmony, but then that Bible verse that says when two or more come together, exactly, there two shall I be. It's over for them. It's over. It's over. And how come people don't like to go? Yes. Because I even said that I wanted to make a little spot, like the house that we got, it used to be a pool, and whoever had this house before, they was stupid because what they did was they didn't take care of the pool and they cemented the pool in and then covered up. Why would you do that? That's stupid. So a big part of the yard, we couldn't put nothing out there if we wanted to. So it would have to be in a small corner somewhere. It's just dumb when I heard that because the neighbors told us that it was a pool over here years ago. And, all the kids in the neighborhood used to like to come and jump in the pool and everything. And the guy didn't keep it up and he cemented the pool out. And I was like, what dumb, what would do that? Moni, you will forever vibrate high. The frequency of bees is a good frequency. Oh, really? Okay, y'all. As long as they ain't got them stingers in them, because I got stung by a bee a few years back. Stung me, and I'm like, why would it come up to me and sting me? But anyway, it's a sidebar. I only eat organic and use nothing but natural products. Good, Betty, because it is so hard to stay natural on everything nowadays. Like for example, with sugar, I try to use light brown sugar when I use when I make cream of wheat and oatmeal, because I'm still old fashioned. Y'all still eat those types of foods and love them. Only thing that doesn't work with me anymore is white rice. I cannot eat white rice. When I eat white rice, it instantly instantly raises, of course, my blood sugar up and it gives me a headache. So I have to let that go. So that lets me know over time that they've done more stuff to it. I've been eating white rice since I was a child. So now I can't tolerate it anymore because of whatever chemicals they keep putting in it. And I can rinse it and clean it as much as I want. I can't tolerate it anymore. They don't want you to be able to provide food sources for they show don't. You can grow a certain, you can grow a certain amount, quota. I want to get lavender and aloe growing my own natural medicine. Exactly. Because like I told you, I buy a lot of herbs online and stuff. And, when I'm doing my work and stuff, I use a lot of herbs and everything. And I bless the land for, thanking the spirit of the herbs for allowing me to work with them and everything. Because again, they're still spirits as well. All food does not, all food does that now, and they making food rupt. Show is. This stuff don't taste the same. It's different. Certain foods are very different now. Living and eating healthy organic foods has become very expensive because we got like some organic stores, and yeah, it's high. I'm not gonna lie, it's high, and it's like, my goodness. I mean, trying to eat healthy. I bought some mangoes for my husband earlier from the store, and they nice and ripe and everything. They look good, but them bananas they be having sometimes, them bananas, they look horrible. I said, I can't buy these bananas because they don't even look right. They look half dead in the store. So what I want to buy them for, I love pineapple. I love fresh pineapple that you got to cut up and then, cut the sides off of it and everything. Whew. When I tell you that is some good eating pineapples and most likely poison, you're right. Some of the organic foods not even organic, and they're not. And we drank that reverse osmosis water. We don't drink the water from the sink. We go and like fill our water jugs up, like the 5-gallon water jugs, and then the gallon jugs, we'll take it to the store and fill it up, get about 20 jugs of them, and then bring them on home, and that lasts us for several weeks. So when I met my husband, he was not drinking regular water. So of course, when I got with him, I stopped drinking regular water. And when it's been times where I've been thirsty and I've been out somewhere and I drunk some like regular water and it don't taste the same. It does not taste the same. So, just trying to do little things to have a healthier lifestyle any way that you can. Anything is better than nothing. No, love. Agave is a good source. Coconut powder is an excellent substitute for sugar as well. I haven't tried coconut sugar. I have tried the cane sugar. Cane sugar for me is too sweet, Indigo. It's too sweet. Like when I put it in my oatmeal, it's too sweet. So I found that light brown sugar is a lot lighter than that. Really doesn't have a taste. It might be a placebo effect where I'm thinking it has a taste to it, but it really doesn't. But yeah, the other sugar, that cane sugar, it's too sweet for me. I can't do it. And my husband put me onto that kind of sugar because he uses that in like some of his teas or whatever to sweeten it, or he'll use like the organic honey for it. Y'all better learn how to fish. And his cousin, my husband's cousin, he loves to go and fish and stuff. But I wouldn't want to sit there and try to skin them. That's the thing, Moni. I don't know how to do all the scanning. They putting bleach inside of our, see what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I moved away from it. Faxcura, we must check the codes on our fruits and vegetables. Exactly. And to see which ones it is, especially when you picking it up in the store and looking at it and trying to figure out what's going on. Do y'all know about the book called The Lost Book of Nature Remedies? And I've heard of that book. I think I may have seen it on TikTok, I think I may have seen it on that, so if that's one of the ones I've heard of it, because I see them talk about it and talk about the different herbs and stuff you can use and different ways of cooking and stuff like that. I'm planning on making my own bread. That's interesting. And see, that's never been one of my issues is bread, because I don't eat bread. I can't stand the taste of bread. But mine's the sugars. I have like a sugar addiction, if you will. I have to have sugar, something with some form of sugar. We skin fish with my granddad. I hate how so much of the older generation is just thank you. Because my grandfather, he used to, he had a garden in the backyard. My grandfather had a garden where he grew tomatoes. So we ate fresh tomatoes. He grew okra. We didn't eat that. He grew all kind of stuff. string beans. So yeah, and a lot of that stuff is lost. And again, that's something that we definitely would benefit going back to is, some of those old ways. They're poisoning us. Morgues and hospitals need more money. And we was just talking about that earlier. A friend of mine, she was talking about when she had COVID, she was talking about how she was sick for a whole month and they kept telling her at the doctor, no, it's not COVID. No, it's not COVID. And then I was talking to another friend of mine and she has like high blood pressure. And she said that they told her that she was on the brink of getting sick again. And I said, well, what did they do? Did they give you more? Did they give you another prescription or whatever? And she said, no, they gave me this device to put in my mouth so I can sleep in it at nighttime to get air through my, to get more air circulating. I said, well, usually when, when you're having problems with your blood pressure, because you having that constriction. And I was telling her about the olive leaf extract. So I showed her the bottle and everything and, told her to take a picture of it. And I said, read up on it, learn more about it. I said, because olive leaf extract is a natural alternative to blood pressure medications, because blood pressure medications, basically, they slow your heart rate down, you all. They slow your heart rate down. And I'm not saying that nobody needs to get off medicine, follow the consent of your doctor. I'll tell anybody that, but they slow your heart rate down and, that just doesn't sound good to me. But olive leaf extract is a natural alternative to decreasing your high blood pressure. It definitely does work, because as you getting older and you go through menopause, trust me, you're going to have issues with your blood pressure at times. You're going to have issues with your blood sugar. And that's because everything is getting out balanced, because your estrogen is decreasing and then your progesterone is decreasing, of course, as you're getting older. So you got to find ways to put that back in. You can use the black kosh, different things you can use. There's so many different herbal things that you can use to help get it back on track. Why we got into question when I asked you, why we got into question when I asked you, why did she not call the police? I couldn't answer that, Killer Panda. YouTube wouldn't let me answer. That's why I never answered, because they wouldn't let me answer that question. And remember, I told you, I don't know. I can't explain that. But when I try to answer, YouTube blocked it to where I couldn't respond to your question. And I'm like, well, I'm like, well, shit, just forget it, because I couldn't respond. I tried to like 3 or 4 times and it wouldn't let me respond. So I was like, just forget it. It must not be meant for me to even discuss it. So that's why I didn't ever respond to it, because I couldn't. Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs is a must-have, and the president doesn't. Chad, he don't care. He don't even know where he at. Everybody got high blood pressure. Thank you. Everybody's getting high blood pressure nowadays. Everybody's getting it, and it's in the food. Some is in these whatever they put in these chemicals they spraying on these foods in the air. I believe it's in the air too, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us eat different types of foods. You see what I'm saying? So I believe it's in the daggone air. Just like when we had COVID going on and when everybody was locked in the house and they was going around spraying, you could hear the helicopters. I'm like, what are they out there spraying? What are y'all doing? They was out there spraying. That's all they was doing. And everybody's got it nowadays. Sleep apnea. Yes, sleep apnea is horrible. Okra tea is what? Oh goodness, I couldn't eat okra tea. I don't think I could do that. With the olive leaf extract, I take the like the little pill kind of whatever, and it's good for the inflammation too. So if your joints are sore, if your joints hurt, you can also use black seed oil, or you can use the olive leaf extract, and they're not trying to find a cure, just giving everybody medicine. Moni, soak the okra in hot water overnight and consume on an empty stomach in the morning. Oh, I wonder what that does. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, it is the meat. It's something they doing to everything, because it's like, why is everybody getting the same issues? Recently, everybody's getting the same issues. When you soak the okra, it ain't that slimy. Okay, you love okra, Moni? You love okra? My grandfather, he used to love cooking it and eat it. Well, of course, back then they ate everything, hog maws and all of that old type of stuff. I'd be like, I'm not eating it. So I never ate it since I was little. But yeah, y'all, it's like Carol was saying, everybody's getting everything, and it's designed to keep people on big pharma meds, because that's how they make their billions. Do you hear me? Billions. That's how they make all their money, and is to keep people sick. And okay, back to what I was saying. Hey, Jade, back to what I was saying about my friend. She was saying that she had been sick for like a month. and she had like several COVID tests, and they kept saying wasn't nothing wrong with her, wasn't nothing wrong with her. And she was telling me, I said, why didn't you never say nothing? She said, well, I didn't want, I didn't, because I would talk to this other girl all the time about different stuff that we would take, natural medicines and stuff. And like I said, when COVID was here, guys, I never got COVID. I kept myself pumped with vitamin D3, because again, that's essential. When you can't get out there in that sun, you best to have some vitamin D3. So I kept myself pumped with vitamin D3. I took my multivitamins. I took my iron. You know what I'm saying? What else did I take? I'm sitting here looking at I took black olive leaf extract at times, and vitamin C. I kept myself with vitamin C. Elderberry, the little syrup. I took the elderberry syrup. And what else? There's a bunch of other stuff that I took, but I kept that stuff in rotation. Oh, colloidal silver. I took that on a regular basis. You can take it in the liquid form. What vitamin D3 you take? The one I got tastes nasty. I take it in the liquid form too. I got the little capsules, and then I got the liquid form too. And once you open, I put it in the refrigerator. So either one, it don't taste nasty to me. It don't taste nasty to me. But yeah, I kept those things in rotation when COVID was going around, and I didn't get sick. I did not get sick, and we still had to go to work at times. We got to work from home, but it was certain days we still had to go in the office, so I never got COVID. It was a lot of people around me that got COVID. And then, of course, how they said with COVID, after so many years, people are going to start having issues. And I have seen people that have had issues that took that shot. I was like, I'm not taking that shot. I ain't taking it. Hypertension does run in my family. Exactly. It's in all of our families. I have no idea where they sell figs indigo, especially those capsules, which is made from pigs, unless I get the vegan kind. I know what you're talking about, indigo. I don't buy that mess with. I don't even like the little Jiffy cornbread. I buy the vegetarian cornbread, because I'm not buying the kind, like you said, that gelatin in it, which is made from pigs. I don't. I'm so bad with it that I don't even eat the cheese Doritos, because the cheese Doritos is made with that gelatin stuff from the pig. I'm that. I go that deep with it too. I don't buy the like certain sausages that you buy. You got to be careful, because it can have pork derivatives in it. Look on the back also, because it's gonna have pork derivatives in it. And the pig is made up from the rat and some other animals. The pig. Okay, that the pig is made up from several different disgusting animals, and one being the rat. So let's keep that in mind. Oh, I say they are so trifling, the stuff that they did to everybody. They're just trifling, the stuff that they did. And they just sit back laughing at us, the higher ups. They laughing at all of us, black people, white people, everybody. They laughing at all of us, because they just threw us anything, to keep our energies low, to keep our frequencies low, to keep our vibrations low, all of those things, the foods, everything, from the music that they play, everything is designed to keep us from waking up. That's all it is. They be telling us anything and want us to believe it. Yo, be honest, indigo, everything that they are calling vegan isn't vegan. Exactly. We ain't even from here. We not. Okay. They definitely be telling us anything. Let's keep it real. Have you heard about? Yes, definitely am familiar with Dr. CB. He talked about they don't want us to know. He was yes, he sure was, and he was putting out. Thank you. And they said that's what happened to Nipsey, because he wanted to continue on. Don't quote me. I'm just going by what I heard. I can't confirm nor deny any of it, but that's what I heard, is that what's his name? Nipsey was learning from Dr. Sebi, and he was going to put out there the information too. And they was like, no, we can't have that. Because again, these people had too much of a following, and anytime a person has too much of a following, then they're going to silence them, because we can't get that information out. But what they don't understand and they fail to realize is that we're learning. A lot of people are learning this on their own. We don't have to listen to these stars anymore. Like, for example, Terrence Howard, the light skinned dude in Hustle and Flow? We don't have to necessarily listen to him. Don't get me wrong, I like Terrence Howard, but we don't have to necessarily listen to the likes of Terrence Howard anymore, because we're educating ourselves and and this information is resonating within us, and we're waking back up into who we are and our powers and our strengths. So we don't have to sit and listen to them anymore, because spirit, our soul, our higher self is teaching us, it's waking us back up. So all of this getting rid of these certain people and stuff, I mean, it's pointless, because we're waking up our own selves. You see what I'm saying? You're absolutely correct, Moni. I don't mess with vegan food at all. I buy the capsules for some. I know vegan is a Tavistock program. Okay. Nipsey has the information exactly. And then who was that said that they was going to come out and put it out, but they never did? Nick Cannon, and then he backed off. Nick, Left Eye too, exactly. Left Eye too. Yep, they unalive Dr. Sebi. Yes, they did. They did. Everything has preservatives. Best to grow your own and even home cooked meals. Exactly. It's definitely better to do those things. Sebi, in my opinion, tap in. That's all. That's why they be trying to take down TikTok. Because, chat, I mean, you're right, Betty, because I've learned so much more from TikTok. And, okay, so what? It's not an American app. And so what? They don't want to sell it to y'all. They don't have to sell it to the U.S., And like this one girl did on TikTok, she said, don't be getting me caught up in all of this stuff with Russia, because, we the black people, we ain't got nothing to do with it. And I feel the same way. Don't put us up in there, because we ain't got nothing to do with it, what's going on. Please don't put us in this nonsense. Nick Cannon was supposed to make. Yes, he was supposed to make it. And, of course, Nick Cannon is on his own program. What's he trying to do? Repopulate the world? Again, he thinks he is the God, He thinks he is the God. And another thing, that's what I meant to tell y'all. I used to follow Master P, y'all. I had to unfollow him because he pissed me off one day, you all. 2 days in a row, he got on there posting about, because that's what they do. That's part of their assignment as well, is to confuse us and to distract us and keep us off the path, because a lot of us like stars and we listen to the celebrities and what they got to say. When he posted on his page 2 days in a row, the Lord and this and God and this, I said, you know what, Negro, I'm unfollowing you, because you and I both know you don't serve this. You don't serve the Sky Daddy. We know you don't, okay? But you sitting up here leading the flock astray by keep posting this. Y'all, I was so mad at him, I had to unfollow him, because I said he's full of it. Because darn well, Master P don't serve no God, the Sky Daddy. He don't serve that God. Trust and believe he don't. And that just pissed me off, because I felt like he was leading the people astray. I found this out on TikTok before the video was taken down. I think America has. You think they already did? I hope not. Yeah, and Miss Gad, yeah, that pissed me off, y'all. I can't stand when I see these celebrities that get on there and they be hollering God this and God that. What God? Which one you talking about? Because I know you ain't talking about Sky Daddy. You talking about some entity or something, another. That's what they talking about. But you want everybody to believe that you praying to and you praising what the masses are, and they truly are not. They're truly not, guys. And that just, I don't know, it just irked me. It just took, I get in my little moments, and then I just, be like, I just unfollowed him. I said, I'm done with him. I liked him, but then when I seen his what's the word I'm trying to look for? When I seen the way he was going, that ain't the word I'm looking for. When I seen what he was doing, that ain't the word. That's not what I'm looking for. I was like, he's low down for that. They clone Tyrone comes to mind when the celebrities start talking to, and I get it. I get why he don't say nothing. I totally get it. But I didn't like that, because once you wake up and you can see, you have a low tolerance for the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, certain stars, you just stop liking. And I just stopped liking him. I did. Because at first I really thought he was, and I understand his agenda. His agenda is they give them an agenda. And so his agenda is to keep feeding us with these lies. And that's what he's doing. And I didn't like that. And I understand that, they got to follow their masters. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to be a part of it. They don't even really believe. They don't, Moni. That's the thing. They don't believe in God. Trust and believe. If you was able to be a fly on their wall and do some astral travel and go into their house and sit and watch them afar, because they say you ain't supposed to get too close, and sit and watch them afar, you can see what they do. And they don't do that. They don't believe in their God. Trust and believe they don't. Okay? They don't believe in it. And it just made me mad the other day when I seen that. I said unsubscribe, because I don't like what he's doing, because everybody, how people are. They get on there, hey man, yes, praise the Lord and stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, he don't even serve who y'all serving, but y'all don't understand that, They cut him his check, and Massa will whoop you back into place if you don't obey. Sure will. They'll take somebody from that. I was going to say their family, friends, money, all of that. They'll hit them pockets. Why you think Nick Cannon, when he was trying to come out with Dr. Sebi information, how they was coming after, why you think he got in line real quick? Why you think they started attacking him about, the JEWS? The not the real ones. These are the Khazarians from the Khazarian Empire. Okay, that's that's who these individuals are. They not the true ones, But why you think that they came after him? Because he was trying to put out the information and talking about who the real JEWS are. He was trying to tell everybody. Remember, he had to go and apologize and do all of that because he was getting beside himself. Oh, now you done got beside yourself. What you thought you was? What you thought you was somebody? You see what I'm saying? Why you don't answer? Did Killer Panda put this in here again? Why did you put this in here again, Killer Panda? I already answered the question. I said I don't know. I thought I was scrolled back too far. I don't know, Killer Panda. I already answered the question as much as I can. I can't answer the question because I don't know. They're all trying to misguide, include the president. Yeah, and he really get on my nerves. They say he's wearing a diaper. Okay. They say he's wearing a diaper. So do I need to say any more? Those SA charges pop up. Thank you. Out of nowhere, I feel like an invasion is going to happen. They saying we're going to have these fake alien invasions that are, put out there by the U.S. And that when the incident happened down in Florida, where they were saying that it was a portal supposedly, and those aliens were supposedly walking through, those were probably like, what they call them things when they're not holograms, that they said that those were holograms and everything. And it's going to be more like that coming out. So yes, I believe so too. Like they're letting others into our, did you see where the president is getting ready to okay over 500K undocumented individuals or family members and everything? Did you see that? I think they're going to try to use people for wartime. I really think that that's what he's setting up to do. I really do. I'm all for people having a place to stay. Don't get me wrong. I believe people need to have a place to stay. And, again, I don't have a problem with that. Blue being, yeah, that's it. I don't have a problem with that. But, when, how can I say this? First, y'all didn't want nobody coming to the country. Now y'all welcome them. There's an agenda. So I hope they don't use them people and try to set them up and have them fighting whatever kind of war that could be coming to the United States on our soil. You know what I'm saying? To our land. I hope they don't try to use the people that they're letting, now have residency in America, meaning that they're gonna use them. I hope they don't use them. If you approving them and letting them stay, let them stay. Let them go and get a job. Let them get housing and everything. Let them be able to live and have a productive life like everybody else. Don't do this to use them. That's all I'm saying. He's giving money to other countries, but we still have the homeless. I'm just going to give you my take on the homeless situation. It's not going to ever be solved. Why? Because you can't help everybody. Everybody doesn't want to be helped. There's a lot of people that have been conditioned to the homeless environment for so long that when you try to put them in a house and give them responsibilities, they're not ready for that. So before you can get them ready for that housing component, you have to do a lot of, working with them individually, counseling, getting their mindset right, to understand that you're going to be transitioning from homelessness to, having a roof over your head. And then that comes with bills and responsibility. And a lot of people they don't understand. It's not that they don't understand it, but it's a lot for them. They have yet to address all of those Black people they unalive that were from Haiti. Yeah, from Haiti, and y'all seen the footage how they did them people when they were sending them back. Y'all saw the footage because I sure seen them. If y'all listen to Michael Jackson's song, they really don't care about us. Michael Jackson, Betty, he was a powerful manifester. And I have been going back and listening to a lot of his old songs. And, he talks about a lot. The man in the mirror, I'm asking him to change his way. He's talking to his high self, Another one, Kanye West, when he was, he's a powerful manifester, when he talked about a lot about, what he wanted to do, and everybody thought he was crazy, and he made himself a billionaire. He became that billionaire, especially not looking at the rehabbing those veterans, but want to force people's kids to go thank you. Because the veteran population, it's a lot of veterans that are on the street, and they do have a lot of mental issues. They do have a lot of mental issues, and it has to be addressed. And again, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. The money's put out there to house people, but it's so many other components that need to be addressed, and it's hard. It's really hard. That's the reason why I said I personally don't believe this homeless thing is going to be conquered anytime soon, if at all. I think it's one of those permanent fixtures that's here, and it's here to stay because nobody can figure out how to fix it. It's hard. Or about that bridge falling that allegedly, thank you. I remember that. Prince, thank you, Prince. Because he definitely, a lot of them got it. This is just my opinion. I can't confirm nor deny. But from my standpoint, when I look at it now, it's like a lot of them got into the music industry, and, people are excited. They want to make money, but they didn't really understand what they were getting themselves into until they got in too deep. And then it was too late. Also, everyone who is homeless is not by their own fault. Exactly. Natural disasters place people in homeless situations. Exactly. MJ blew my wig back when he released Lost Children song. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. I got to go back and listen to that. It would never end. And I didn't want to say it, Liz. I didn't want to say it because it's a monster to tackle. It is. What about therapy for the soldiers in the military? They do have therapy for like the soldiers and everything, but again, some of them are on the street. They are on the street, and they get caught up in drugs and everything. And, like some of the people that be out there on drugs, and you be looking at them, you be like, he out here acting all crazy. A lot of them are veterans, you know what I'm saying? And they get checks and stuff, but again, to put them in a place to stay and to expect them to maintain, they're not ready for that. Yes, they may be 60, 50 years old, but they're not ready. They're not ready. It's too much for them because they got so much trauma going on, And my whole thing, when it comes to those types of individuals, I think the group home setting would be better, where they would have somebody to run the group home and, make sure they take their medications. That's another problem. Medication compliance, that a lot of them don't take their medicine. So a group home with several men in it, and have a house mother who, has people working there and give them their medicines in the morning time, and making sure they have 3 hots and a cot to lay on, that old saying. But again, you got to make sure that they stay, because a lot of them don't want to stay, Same way with the shelter. They go, a lot of them, they'll stay in the shelter overnight, then they'll leave during the day and come back at night. Some of them don't want to do that. They rather stay on the street. So it's a big problem. And there's so many aspects to it that it's like, how do you fix it? How do you fix it? Killer Panda, can you just get on the spiritual path and quit talking about this, please? Can you do that? Because we're trying to talk about some spiritual stuff, and honey, you is deviating all the way to the left. Lord have mercy. And allegedly they unalived Prince. Yeah, they did. They really did. Yep. Not your wig back, Indigo. He was giving us a heads up regarding trafficking. Oh, for real? Okay. The draft would not. Oh, I'm glad you said it. Y'all, over the weekend when we was out of town, we had stopped at a truck stop to get some gas. And I wasn't going to go in to use the bathroom at first. I'm like, I'm good. I ain't got to go to the bathroom right now. And then, of course, I'm like, let me change my mind. So I went into the bathroom, and it was before I got out, I seen a white BMW truck pull up. And I said, oh, it's a nice white BMW truck. You notice stuff like that. And so I seen a girl on the passenger side. She looked like a young African girl. And the guy driving the BMW, he was not African. He was of another descent. Let me say that. I don't want to speculate, but I can assume what I thought he was. Nice truck. And so I went to the bathroom, and I came out of the bathroom, and, I seen that little African girl in there with the guy, and he was obviously much older than her. And it was another girl that was in there, and she looked kind of young. They both look kind of young, and this could be far-fetched, but like I said, something didn't resonate. So I got in the hour where they was at, because my husband, he was trying to find something to snack on. And I'm I was looking, when you get a sense of something don't feel right, you kind of zone in on, at least me anyway. And I looked up, and I was like, what is this young girl doing with this man? I said, he's much older than her. He's clearly much older than her. You know what I'm saying? He was dressed real nice and everything. And the girls that were with him, I would say maybe they were in their early 20s, but they were like kind of quiet and kind of stand off. It didn't look right. It didn't feel right. And we got up to the counter and I was like, babe, this don't look right. This shit look out of place. I said, I don't know what the fuck this is. And then the girl behind the counter, she laughed and I said, oh my God. I said, I didn't mean to say it loud. I said, but it don't look right. And I looked again because, I'm still trying to make sense of this. And I said, something's not right. Something's not right. So I'm talking to my friend about it today. She was talking about trafficking. That's where I'm going I'm saying all this to say that's what I thought. I said, and that's what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like. But, what was I going to say? What was I going to do? I was just speculating, number one. So I was just looking like this don't even look right. It was another girl. I can't even tell you what her nationality was. She could have been Hispanic descent or whatever, but she was real quiet and standoffish. And then the little African girl, real thin African girl, and she was kind of quiet too. But the other girl was more standoffish, and that's what I noticed. And the guy, he was just laughing and talking, and the energy wasn't matching, you all. It wasn't matching. I said, something ain't right, because at first I thought the girl was his wife or something. I said, now she's too young to be his wife. So I'm standing there trying to figure this whole thing out in my head, and that's what I thought, Indigo. When I seen it, I was like, I said, some ain't adding up, but again, that's just my thoughts from what I saw. I could have been totally off. I don't think I was totally off because they do this stuff right in front of our faces, eyes wide shut. But I just got this weird feeling and I zoned in on them. My eyes just went in and locked in on him. The girls never made eye contact. He did, because I looked him dead in his face. I'm one of them people. I look you dead in your face. They never made eye contact. But yeah. And I hope that's what I so hope that I was just reading it wrong, but it didn't look right. I'm not going to lie. It didn't look right. The draft will be in effect 18 to 26. Oh, so it's coming out soon. See what I'm saying? Let's talk about how Diddy could just see what I'm saying? And not get locked up. And I'm glad I had that brought up to y'all what I had just seen, because I swear, for cheese, that's exactly the impression that I got. That's exactly the impression that I got, because, I've watched shows about this before. So when I seen it, it was like, is that what was going on? Am I just seeing things, or am I just assuming things? I don't know. But I also know that them individuals can be very dangerous as well. So in an instance like that, what do you do? What do you do? Moni, I was shocked. I told my mama they gonna unalive his what? Is something Zaza. But yeah, he's been doing this. Ain't no telling how long. I listen to real music because it's a message there. If you listen, it definitely is a message. Sad but true, Indigo. Besides, Charlie is full of it. And why you can't read. Oh my God. Y'all, I just realized who was I just realized who was talking. Stop it, Killer Panda. Stop it, girl. Stop. Open your front. Stop it, please. Hey, Major Girl. Hey. Child, Killer Panda is just doing the most today. Stop it. Killer Panda, just read. Just listen and wake up. Please, just wake up. Just let some of this knowledge sink in so you can go research it on your own. Okay? We just get on here. We don't live our lives on this subject 24/7, honey. We don't do that. This is not what we talk about 24/7. As you can see, allegedly they are causing these plane crashes for real, for insurance money. What? And these other countries have secret departments. I believe that. I definitely believe that. Portals, or what you got, passageways. Moni, they always busy with their problem action solution tactics and trying to make it a problem too. In other countries, they are allowed to, yeah, I ain't gonna say it, but yeah. Yes, I was reading the energy, and again, what do you do when you see something that you don't know if that's what you're seeing, but your feeling is something totally different? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't understand that energy stuff. Everybody don't get that, And my eyes just locked in, Indigo. I'm not gonna lie, it just locked in because it was like, what in the hell am I looking at? What am I looking at? Because this don't even fit. They was dressed real nice. Don't get me wrong. And that truck was top of the line, brand new. and you riding around with some people that don't even look like they should be with you. That's what threw me off. I said, these people don't even look like they should be, and they never made eye contact. Never made eye contact. I peeped all of that. I peeped all of that. You know, nothing Shirley don't want to because she. That's how I know you young, Killer Panda. You very young. You ain't even got sense enough to know that we talking about something totally different and on a whole different vibration, you know. But you been like it since day one, so that's why I don't really, I don't get mad at you because you been like it. You been like it. So it don't bother me. Was a prime example of an insurance scam. Exactly. Once we started hearing about 911 when it came out that it wasn't real, it was ridiculous. And I believe our president is in agreement with 30. He's in agreement with everything. He ain't even making no decisions. He's just a puppet, and everybody else is I don't know who is making these decisions, again, these elitists that are running the countries and that are starting the wars. And we all know war is very profitable. So they build generational wealth out for wars, and they've done it for years. Build generational wealth. A lot of secretive stuff that's not so secretive. Do you remember the Roosevelt scandal with Johnny Gosch disappeared? I don't even remember him. No, I don't remember that. All high profile involved till in the White House. And y'all remember the recent like Moni said about the plane crashes. Y'all remember that one of the African bankers, very, 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 very wealthy banker in Africa, he was invited over here by the US, and they crashed the plane and unalived him, and I believe his wife and one of his kids and everything. And I'm saying all this stuff to say all to control. It's just how horrible it is. I'm gonna have to look up the Johnny Gosch disappearance because I've never heard of that story. Maybe he's something. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if old boy is a clone anyway, because he got too many different looks. I said, you know what, he might be a clone, because watching the different videos and stuff that they be showing to him, I said he do look different. Biden. A lot of people they say were unalive weren't. I.e. Epstein. I don't think he's unalive. I don't. I think he's somewhere living his best life, and he's had surgery to change his appearances. You know what I'm saying? I really believe that's what's happening to him. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with that man. He's somewhere living his life. For the 800th time, how many times I got to tell you I don't hate CJ? To be fair, I don't hate CJ. I'm just saying they could be cool because they got twins. Have you watched my videos, Killer Panda? And I said that I wish that they could get on good terms later on down the line. It ain't gonna happen soon, but later on down the line where they can be able to, be cordial enough to be, there for the twins, meaning participate in activities and stuff. I remember I said that. If you listen to my videos, you would have heard me say that many a times. I even said that I wish that he didn't go so far when they broke up, because they probably would have had a chance to work it out. I even said all of that. But now, life goes on. You got to move on and stuff. And that's basically where we're at with the whole situation. It's just where everything is at now. And, everybody's accepting of it and everybody's moved on. That's all. Where are you seeing this comment? I don't even know. Y'all don't have to be friends with CJ. They could be. Yeah. Oh, y'all can't see Killer Panda's comment? Did I block it? Because I can see it. Yeah. I ain't never blocked Killer Panda. So Killer Panda always comments because I've never blocked Killer Panda. Sometimes I'll be like, let me go and respond if I can. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna listen to it and comment back. But yeah, I can't comment on I can't comment on YouTube because they won't let me comment on when Killer Panda puts something up. Miss Let's Keep It Real Panda is from. I know. I've been knowing that. I figured that out a long time ago. That's why I just let Killer Panda comment. I know exactly where Killer Panda's from because I done heard. I'm like, you little sneak. Oh, so you can't see. Let me see if I can open it up. No, it's not gonna let me. It says delete comment, put user in timeout, star comment, or ban user and delete comment. Well, I wonder why it don't show up. Oh, y'all can't see it. Here it is. Can y'all see it up right now? I wonder why I don't show up. Oh, never mind. I get what you're saying. I was going to say, I thought YouTube done blocked it or something. I'm thinking YouTube blocked it. When they show pictures of someone who has been unalive, you just unalive, just look at old photographs, look at the ears. You will know what is up. That was not Epstein, and Biden has he got way too many different looks. Jamie Foxx, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry, I don't believe that's Jamie Foxx, and I ain't nobody gonna make me believe it's Jamie Foxx. Ain't nobody gonna make me believe it's Jamie Foxx, I swear. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna make me believe it. I said that is not no Jamie Foxx. You right, you right. And Biden, he got so many clones, it's ridiculous. They just throwing any old clone out there. I said, y'all couldn't even fix his hair. Y'all couldn't even put no hair on the man's head. Got him looking like who did it and what for. Then he can't even have talk. You know, it's ridiculous. Playing Charles Rudd. What? And what they done with his wife? I mean, not his wife, but his son's wife. What they done with that girl? I'm just like, what did they do to that girl? Now, granted, she was not a pleasant young lady because she didn't like old girl. What you call his wife, Prince Harry's wife. Can't even think of daggone name, but she didn't like her, is what they saying. So, but yeah, they tried to get Al too. Oh, Al who? Which one? Al Roker? It ain't Al Roker, isn't it? They try to get Al too. They down a 2 point. I didn't want to believe that Indigo. I was like, I know darn well they didn't do that to her. I did not want to believe it. I did not want to believe it. I said, now surely they didn't do that to that girl. You know, I did not want to believe that that's what they did. I hope they didn't do that. They said allegedly I know I heard that. And I was like, she ain't got no cancer. Just lying. You see what I'm saying? That poor girl got married. Oh, Kim. Yes. Oh, you think wait a minute. They try. Oh yeah, they try to get him. Yeah, they said Diddy try to get him. Yeah, I'll be sure. Yeah, they try to get him. Diddy try to get him. And Ray J, I seen a video earlier. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because it was playing, but I wasn't paying no attention to it. Ray J done came out and he's spilling the beans. You know, he's spilling the beans because he don't want to be implicated. Is that what that is? You know. So he got his own skeletons in the closet. They tried to take him out too. Yeah, I remember they tried to take Albie Shue out. But yeah, guys, like I said, getting back to what we was talking about, the whole situation and the whole understanding and knowledge that who the black woman is. He was finishing Kim's book for her. Oh, he was finishing her book. Oh, I didn't know that. I knew he probably knew about the dark secrets, but I didn't know that he was finishing her book. You know, that's ridiculous. Did he just, I hope he don't weasel his way out of it. I really don't. Because he's just doing too much. He's done too much. And it's sad and it's ridiculous, and he's had all of his power for so many years over his own people. But then when he try to go messing around and trying to sue somebody else, that's when they put him in his place. I can't stand Ray J. I can't stand him for what you just said. Exactly. As he's a bold face. Let's not even go there about Whitney Houston here. But yes, he definitely is. He definitely is one of those. Bold face at that. Sit there with a straight face and don't even feel bad about nothing that he done. Nothing that he done. Princess was like, I got to get away from this fool. I can't be around him no longer. She told him like a month before she passed. But yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and talk about, some of the new knowledge, that is out now. And apparently there are several rough copies of her book. And hopefully it comes out. I heard that they opened back up her case. So hopefully this poor girl can get some justice. And again, all of that because she didn't even know who she was. She was, loving this man. She loved this man to death, excuse me. She loved this man to death, literally. She loved him to death. And that's the sad part about it. She didn't even have a chance to find out who she was in this lifetime. And, she'll have to come back and hopefully her journey is a lot more peaceful and is not as chaotic and hectic and hurtful as the one that she experienced in this lifetime. Hopefully when she comes back, it's going to be a lot more peaceful is what, I hope that happens for her because she seemed like a beautiful soul and she didn't deserve to live like that in her last days. She didn't deserve it, you all. So yeah, hopefully in her next lifetime, oh my God, Aaliyah too. That poor child didn't even have a clue, Moni. She didn't even have a clue. They was just using her up in the industry, allegedly passed her around. I can't confirm nor deny, but I'm just going by what's already put out there. Passed her around. She's another soul that when she comes back, exactly, she refused Jay-Z. And I'll call she refused Jay-Z and R. Kelly. And she's another soul that I hope her next lifetime is going to be a lot more peaceful and restful in the sense that they don't have so much stress and pain and anguish, because all of that money that they had and that they were uh, accustomed to, none of it could, guess what, save them. None of it. And Dave was okay with that. Dave Chappelle, this is a case that needs to be reopened. Definitely. Exactly. It was all a setup. It was a setup allegedly. Yes, definitely those cases, Aaliyah and Kim Porter and yeah, it's sad when you hear about people passing the way they pass and they never even had any inkling of who they were. I'm assuming. I'm assuming. And they follow behind these men who they love to death. They love to death. And all because of that strong ego and wanting to rule everything and everybody. But for those Negroes, it's time for you to step down because your time is up. It's time for the black woman, to take her rightful place. The pallet was a fall guy. I remember that. The pallet was a fall. And Lenny Kravitz had offered to not rent, but to let her fly on his private jet. And what makes me so angry, and I get it, and so I try not to be angry about it back then, but what makes you angry is that they all knew what was going on. Everybody knew what was going on. They said that Mary knew. Everybody knew, and nobody tried to stop it. Nobody tried to help the girl. Nobody tried to intervene. You know, all for Tina's daughter to come up. Mm, I know that's what I've heard, and still takes the blame. Even he still takes the blame, even in death. Yes, yes, and that's why he having all them problems now. I hope he don't weasel his way out of it. I really don't. They called her an industry, a car. I know, and I wonder if she even knew that that's what she was called. I wonder if she even knew that, Moni, because that's a horrible thing. See how they just took the black woman, that beautiful black girl, and just used her up and disposed of her when they were done. You see what I'm saying? I don't think Dame is all that. I don't think so either. Indigo, because I was like, again, they all knew what was going on in the industry. I'm sorry, he should have went over there with her. I'm sorry, he should have went over there. You knew she was going. Why didn't you go over there? You was so in love with her. Why didn't you? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you go over there? If that was my loved one and I know what's going on, I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go over there with them. And if you must have to go through it, then y'all go through it together. But you knew what was going on. Again, I can't confirm nor deny, but I feel like a lot of them knew what was going on in that industry when stuff was about to pop off. They all know when it's about to pop off, and they take their perspective places, and move out of the way, and turn a blind eye. So I believe he's not innocent. No, he's by far not innocent. He was well aware of what was going on. Lenny even offered her his one of his private jets. He even offered her. You see what I'm saying? Because the word gets around. Everybody knows when something's about to pop off. I ain't never been in Hollywood, but it's just to me, that's just my take on it. Y'all know what's going on. Why would he say something that's specific? Thank you. Thank you. Not one celebrity got on the phone with her. Got on a plane with her. Yeah, they all knew it. Her choreographer, all of them. Exactly. I wouldn't allow it either. I'd be like, no, you ain't getting on her, and just suffer the repercussions. You know what I'm saying? He could have just suffered the repercussions for taking up for her, but he didn't want to do that. Uncle, thank you. He had an insurance policy on her, Indigo. You remember that? He had a big insurance policy on her. So that's what allegedly that's what they do, is set these people up. Beyonce is an alleged pastor. I heard that too. But she went on and went with Jay-Z. She went on and went with him. She didn't refuse his advances because, as they say, she clearly is not happy with him. And I don't even think that they together. I think they make appearances together, but what they say is that they're really not together. They're really not together. They just make their appearances when they need to. But it's sad. It's just so sad how the black woman has been reverted and converted into other than what she is, which is a goddess. You know, they have distorted it and confused and changed. And that if a black woman hears her name, goddess, when she's called to the forefront of who she really is, and is called to take her place, she can't even take her place because she don't even know. She can't even sit on her throne and conduct business because she don't even know. Who, me? Yeah, you girl, get on up. But she don't hear that. She can't hear it because she's so sleep and in this slumber and still caught up by this world. Okay. And that's why it's so important for you to create your own world within these worlds, you know. And I'm gonna say it again: create your own world within these worlds that we have. Because there's a bunch of them going on at one time. So that's why it's important for us to create our own world within the worlds. She was 19 when they started their business partnership. Yeah, and I can't even imagine at 19, y'all, I was just, going to beauty school and all of that then. Here, I hadn't even decided to go to the university, I was trying to go to beauty school and did all that old stuff. And then I realized, I said, this ain't the path. So that's when I decided to go to college. So at 19, I mean, God, I wouldn't even want to go back to being 19. I was too naive. You know how people say, do you wish you could turn back? Hell no. No, I don't wish I could turn back the hands of time. No, I ain't know nothing. No. Now they're supposed to be getting a divorce after the F. Thank you. Thank you. So they just make they little appearances together. She's sick of him. She being sick of him. And I don't blame her. All that control and the DRUGS and all of that, allegedly. I can't confirm nor deny. She's tired, She can't even live her own life. So somebody hovering over, that would get on my nerves too, hovering all over how he does. Allegedly, yes, allegedly. Everything is allegedly. But we just looking at what we see and we be like, that looks messed up. That looks effed up for real. But yes, it's time for, again, rise up and take your place and recognize your name when you hear it. Recognize your name. God is. Recognize your name. Get used to it because that's who you is. Okay. That's who you is. That's who you are. That's who you was. That's who you going to always be. And with that being said, guys, I am going to let y'all go because I need to get up and close all these blinds and get ready for tomorrow morning, getting up early. Okay. And you all have a beautiful night. And I will be back soon with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Let's Keep It Real. And we'll be back another time with one of these conversations.